And now, The Bonfire with Big J. Okerson and Dan Soder.
Oh, what a gross business.
Yeah,
what a way to start.
Talking numbers before The Bonfire on Sirius XM Faction Talk 103. I'm Dan Soder. That's Big J. Okerson. In studio, DJ Lou and Christine Marie Evans. At home in Florida, Jacob Patat. And
Our
out
Black
for the
King.
day, our Black King, the Black Tiger, Lewis Johnson. He'll be back tomorrow. In studio, one of the dons of comedy. I'd call him one of the pillars.
I like the respect fingers.
I give him tent fingers, dude. I'm giving him boardroom energy. It's Robert Kelly hanging out. First hour.
I miss you guys. I love you guys. But I mean, out of the gate, I got a bone to pick with you.
Okay.
Bring it, dude.
You hugged my therapist.
Dude, I hugged him close today.
I mean,
first in therapy
You
session
really
in
walked
2 years.
beat up about that. You didn't like it.
Well, what's funny is I heard his jaw lock. when I told him. I was like, yeah, dude, guess who I saw today? I went in for an in-person Alan, gave him a hug. He was like, what, dude? What, dude?
You hugged him. And you hugged him twice.
Twice.
You left out the goodbye hug.
I didn't want a touchdown dance on you.
Does the goodbye...
He also told Dan it wasn't his fault.
Yeah.
A bunch.
Bobby, I fell into his arms.
Oh, my God.
He went, it's not your fault. You're a pussy.
And Dan was like, shut up. Shut up.
Stop.
Not you, Alan.
Did you still sit in the uncomfortable chair?
He moved it to Bev's office.
Dude, finally, with the window?
Yeah, dude, in the big couch.
And you don't have to hear whatever saxophone, trumpet
The
teachers
lesson.
upstairs.
Yeah, the lessons.
The viola bitch
Yeah,
upstairs.
you're just hearing people fuck up classical music while you're being like, and then I remember my dad didn't show up.
Yeah.
And I'm just crying, and
Yeah.
he's like,
It's a soundtrack to your sadness.
what's so funny is Alan's office before COVID, when the door would open, it's mostly other comics. So immediately you change what you're talking about. So I'll be like, I just can't love myself. And the door opens, I go, and so they said that was the best show they've seen probably ever. And then you walk out and it's like Aaron Burr.
I couldn't. I stopped going to him pretty quickly because it was just that. I was tired of wiping my eyes and having to walk into a lobby and go, hi, Rachel Feinstein.
Dude, I told him, I gave it, I said, go out there, tell them they got to go. He's like, what? I go, go out there. They got to go. It's 20 minutes till their appointment.
That's too much.
I go, get the fuck. And he opened the door. He goes, you need to come back at 12:30. I go, from now on, that's the way it is. I'm not fucking doing this.
Did he sit down and go,
You can hear in the lobby for sure.
You can hear everything.
Stupid Bose thing playing classical music. I hear everything.
NPR being like, we're going to come on back with a new city council member, Mark Jacobs, who says he's actually going to do a little funding for the Triborough Bridge. And then just through it, you hear him being like, hey, me.
Yes. Stavros is gay.
Dude, there
I heard it. Through the wall.
This just in.
He,
Source
at
Alan-
very least, wrestles with his sexuality.
Oh, my God. I think he's open. I think he's fluid.
Buddy, how was the Calta cruise?
Dude, look, I love Mike Calta, the most generous guy on the planet Earth, #1 best friend. I love him so much.
I love him and his he looks like a 70s baseball manager.
He really does.
Yeah, he does. He's so slow to move, too, which I really appreciate.
Didn't he take the Padres to a pennant?
It was great, but the last day
Always.
was 30 not wins coming out of Mexico.
Can I tell you something? Even if it wasn't that actual, it's pretty much how it goes. The last day of a cruise, you're like, I need off this fucking thing.
It was shaky. I think we hit a whale at some point. In the middle of the night, you started
Beluga.
The lights went out, and then
Nuh-uh.
I swear to God, the lights went out, and then all night long, it's like a ghost because the coat hangers are just swinging in your closet.
Did you
With
ever?
no electricity at all.
Dude, it was not. They came back on, and then my bed split in half. And I was too tired.
yeah, that's
I was
right.
too tired to get up, so I was sleeping with my belly just sinking.
You were free hanging?
I could just feel how fat I was
Your beds, because that's all they do. They only have twin size beds. They
just
put them together
with an
to make a bed.
elastic.
Yeah,
an
dude.
elastic. I'm my knees and my head are on one side of each bed. It was a nightmare. It was a fucking nightmare.
When you struck the creature,
Yes.
did you think it was a sea monster?
Dude, we hit something. What I started doing there's a camera on the TV on the front of the ship.
Oh, yeah.
I was watching waves.
Yeah, smoking cigarettes
And
in
then-
the night.
You could see the waves just coming, and then ba-boom. just hitting the front of the ship.
Did you check out? Did you go to your balcony and check it out?
No, I couldn't go out in the balcony. I was too scared. It was violently swinging. The boat was they make those little cute monkeys out of towels.
Yeah.
I mean, I love those. I want one.
I love them so much, and I like when they go the extra mile. You ever see when they have the little cardboard circles they can make eyes with on them? Yeah.
My monkey had eyes, and I had an elephant too, which I love, and it was swinging. Just swinging in the night. Terrified this poor little monkey.
Poor little monkey.
Do you think you could ask the staff if you tip them to teach you how to do that, and you could bring that?
You could just go to YouTube and do it.
Yeah, that's true.
Is there a YouTube video?
Everything's on YouTube.
Christine, bring up making a towel monkey on YouTube.
Tip
please.
a Filipino.
God, give them something. They're feeding fucking 8 people.
Well, here's the
back
problem with Mike
in Manila.
Calta. Mike Calta. Exactly, there it is. Mike Calta lies without any. It just lies.
Okay.
Are you running against him for office?
I've said this.
He came on here and he's like, "I'm going to tell you right now, it's not good for the community."
I said this to his face. He lies to keep things moving.
Mm-hmm.
He does. You understand? So it's like, dude, what time do we have to check off the boat, dude? Whatever, 12 o'clock, whatever, dude. My flight's at 3. Is that, dude? You're fine. Just get off the boat at 12. Lie. You have to get off the boat between 7:30 and 8:30
in the morning,
or they'll come find you.
Yeah.
Come find you.
Did they find you?
Dude, no, because I panicked. Because the guy was like, "No, sir, you have to get off at between the 7:38 and then we will come find you." I'm like, "Find me." Yeah. So I'm off out front, and I got a whole day because he lied. He lies about everything. He lied about tipping. What do we tip him? I don't know. I give him $100. Then the night before I go, so you give him $100? But he goes, "No, I'm not giving him $100. Why would you give him $100? You said give him $100. I put it in an envelope. He already took it." He goes, "Nah, I mean, you can if you want to." I'm like, "That's not what you said."
He got you to tip.
He lies because he doesn't want to answer questions. Just to keep things moving.
I get that. I have a thing called Soder Facts where I'll just lie just to keep it moving about like a fact.
Yeah, I don't.
One
like
time
that.
Joe List called me out on it, or it was like Joe and Nate. And they're like, "When did Red Fox die?" And I was like 1984? And he was like, "No, that's not true." And Nate looked it up and was like, "I mean, you just said that like you knew it." And I was like, I just wanted to keep it moving.
You can't do Nate without doing Nate.
I got to do Nate.
Can't do Nate.
Bananas.
Yeah,
was it the whole boat?
No, it was not the whole boat. This was a very small one. He usually has like 500 or 600 people on the boat. Mm-hmm. This was 150 people.
Intimate.
Oh, really?
And it was great.
So it's a partial part of the boat.
We did a smaller thing. I didn't do stand-up this time because I'm doing my special in Tampa on May 7th.
Oh, yeah.
So I didn't want to do my material because I want these people to come to my show. So I hosted with him, and it was fun. And Cannon, Feeney, Sagalo, they did stand-up. It was funny though.
Sagalo got off at the dock. He did Skanks last night. He got off at the dock and bought every dumb thing you could buy, and then Mexican Klonopin.
What?
We went to the beach.
He was very stoked on it.
You go to the beach, and there's literally just a hut that says pharmacy with an F.
Oh, yeah.
And those two knuckleheads went in there and just bought all kinds of dope and just did it. And then I looked, and they were just putting oil on each other's back.
Yeah.
Sagalo
showed up last night wearing a Gilligan hat.
Dude, I love it. He went full Raul Duke. He went full Fear and Loathing in Las Vegas.
Yeah.
He got so mad at the crowd the first night because they were old. They're a little older, you know what I mean? And he goes, "You guys."
And he's too edgy.
He goes, "You guys came in on the Santa Maria." They just turned on him. Some lady was just sitting in the front row last night. She's an old lady. She's got to be like 60. Looks like a teacher. Kind of hot. You know what I mean?
Were they there for like
Calta?
They were there.
They're there
so
for
it wasn't just people who were on the cruise.
They have people on the cruise, but then they have us. And we do private parties. The first night,
the people on the cruise
are
not invited.
Did the people on the cruise think you guys were into the lifestyle? Did they think you guys were all fucking?
You guys party? You guys get down?
Those are your young party boys, and it's Sagalo, Cannon, and fucking Feeney.
I truly believe that there's women that go on these cruises because it's not the big ships, it's the older ships, and they're a little cheaper. And I truly believe that there's older women that go on these cruises to get down.
Yeah,
because
get the groove back.
There was a woman at the disco.
That's the Stella How I Got a Groove Back to her.
There was a woman at the disco getting finger popped by 2 20-year-olds.
Nice.
Wait, what?
Yeah.
Like same time? Like they were mixing the drink at the same time?
They were trying to They were trying to fucking get their money back from a payphone.
Both of them were going for the slot?
Yeah, dude. It was crazy.
What song was playing?
I don't know. I forget, dude. It was nuts. And then...
Wait, was she just in the middle of the dance floor?
She was at the bar, just letting it go down.
Oh, she was at the bar, just being like,
down,
I'm catching one in the front, one in the back.
No, she was rubbing the one's hair into her face. Like she was taking the young kid's hair and like kissing it.
What was it? And the guy in the back's just going like... Yeah, can I get another Captain Morgan and Mr. Pibb?
Me and Christine on the Shiprocked one or the motorboat cruise, whichever it was, there's a guy who comes every year and he starts trying to organize swinger things on it. And so he was like, you and Christine want to come? He's like, I'll give you guys the bracelets. And me and Christine were definitely like, I mean, give us the bracelets because we're at least observing this.
Yeah, you got to watch that.
And which we did. What we did was went and watched from the, it was in the bar. You've done a Practical Jokers cruise, the bar that's like the open bar with the stairs in it.
Yeah. It's got the spirally staircase. We all did it together. We did it all together in 2019.
Yeah, I remember that.
Yes,
yes.
exactly. It's called the.
There was
I know what it's called. It's like a little. It's a very low ceiling thing. Ultimately, it's where we did our podcast before and shit. We were overlooking that bar. Me and Christine went and watched, and it was as awkward as you think a bunch of metalhead swingers would be. Like nobody was interacting. You assume everybody was there because it was supposed to meet at that bar at this time, and it was just supposed to be that. And me and Christine looking down there, right? Nobody was. It was just a bunch of dudes that can't believe no chicks showed up. Really,
just a dog pile of guitar roadies.
Nobody interested.
Dude, the last night we were doing their podcast. And there was a lady in the front row just going, fuck me to death. And we were like, what? And she's like, fuck me to death. I want to get fucked to death.
Jesus.
And she wouldn't stop saying it.
How old was she?
She had to be 60.
Was it like in a possessed way?
I
was trying to find out if she could be fucked to death.
Yeah.
Well, she wound up riding Cannon. And then she went over to me. And then she did SAGs. And then she went for Calta. And Calta went, this ride's closed, honey. And we were like, we could say that? Like, like we could, we didn't know we couldn't, we could be like, no, I don't want you to touch me, right?
Calta's like, I own the zoo. You're the animals.
And we're still people pleasers as comics. You're like, I don't want to hurt her feelings.
I need to go for the laugh.
Yeah, you got a chick with short hair and slight autism saying, I want to get fucked to death, just riding everybody.
You go, yeah, baby. Totally.
She pulled up a dress. And she's in the front row. She pulls up a dress, and I almost threw up. She had flesh tone underwear on.
Like they give you after a surgery on your pussy?
Yeah.
Yeah, dude.
So you didn't know where her skin was. So
she's like lost in a nursing home underwear.
Oh, I'll tell you what, and nude colored underwear will really show you how pale and veiny your stupid 60-year-old legs are too.
Yeah.
She's like, it'd be great if it was all that color.
She started just pulling them up tighter. And it just like started just slicing into
did it outline her beef?
All the wrinkles started whipping in.
Oh. Damn.
It was
Wait,
bad.
sorry. It's if you did that time elapsed photo of it like popping out and eating the string. Like,
yeah.
Hey boys, you want to see me puff a cigarette with it?
You guys are pretty. I can get it moving if you give me a second. Let me pop my hips out.
Oh yeah. It was
So
bad.
she was just sitting there. Was she hammered?
She was fucking toasted.
Oh, they're all.
But everybody.
They get a drink deal unlimited.
She was just getting off the boat the next day with her hands over her nose, going, "Fuck me to death." Why did I keep saying that?
Dude, her friends left. Like her friends came and apologized later that night at dinner. Because they were like, look, we thought it would be fun for her to come out. She seemed a little lonely and blah, blah. And then she was just in the front row. Fuck me to death. That's all. The only thing she said was fuck me to death.
You said she looked like a teacher?
She had short hair. She looked like, what's the brown hair one from Three's Company?
Janet Dubois.
Now. She looks like
yeah.
Janet Dubois now.
Wow.
Yeah. Disgusting.
That's not good. I remember. Do you remember the?
That's disgusting.
Dude, I don't know if it was the one you were on. The Impractical Jokers cruise. I think it was the first one I did. It was so. There was a lady apparently who came on the boat as like it was her friends kind of made her come. Like she's agoraphobic. She doesn't want to go out at all.
Oh boy,
that's a good place to go.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well,
so
we trap you at sea.
So but she loves the Impractical Jokers, I guess. So she goes.
If there's anything that can get this woman out of the house, it's a good razzing by friends.
Oh, pranks. Yes, Impractical Jokes.
A good setup prank will get this woman cured. That's like an old timey cure. Well, you just got to prank her into being normal.
She's an older lady, And so they get her to go on the cruise, but she stays in the room the whole time, right? They said she never left the room, really. So then the last night...
Just watching Carbonaro effect
the last thing,
in the front of the boat.
The last thing everybody's at is karaoke. It's this big karaoke with not live band. It's just karaoke, but it's this guy that does.
You can zhuzh it up. You can say,
dude, live. Who cares?
Karaoke kill the cat.
You can say it's a $500 prize, and
the
winner gets
it does matter.
over the fear of agoraphobia.
It does matter. It does matter. It's just like a karaoke guy, but it's Sal's boy. He's like,
yeah.
They
get that thing rocking. We all saw it.
Yeah, it's great. It's great. So
it's
then
pretty crazy.
Yeah.
So then this lady at the last night, they go, come on, all the jokers are singing and they're all doing karaoke. Come on out for the one show. And she goes, okay. And she goes to the show. They get there, I think like 3 songs before it's over. And they said, just by all accounts, she starts having a really good time. She's like, everyone's singing and she's seeing all her heroes on stage having a great time. And then this lunatic karaoke guy puts on, he closes with like an MGMT song. Like, what's it? What you need from it. Yeah. And he goes, at the end of it, he's a chub dude. Nice guy, but chubby guy. And this guy goes cannonball stage dive off this thing, and everyone clears out except for this one lady who just takes his whole body on.
Oh my god, she took a bump, dude. She took a fucking indie wrestling bump.
I think she got like free cruises for life. I think when I asked Sal, I think he was like, "Oh yeah, no, it cost us a little bit there." Like,
I'm just picturing her in light with like glasses on the edge of her nose with like a fun shaped drink, and she's like, "It's not so bad out here," and then just seeing that body come at her, like, "Oh fuck!"
And it's like, by the way, it's like a heavy guy in like he was wearing like goofy clothes. He dresses like silly for the.
It's a scary thing though. I stage dove at Skankfest.
I remember that
in my life.
That wasn't diving. That was
hoisting
falling
up.
into hands. You did the same thing I did.
Yeah.
It goes, you let them accept you slowly onto them, and then they
but it's
communally move you like Viking work.
Like
I felt
ants,
one
ants
wrist
moving a piece of bread.
I felt one wrist shaking, and then I saw one guy's. This is a bad idea.
One guy was like, "You know what? This actually counts as my wad. This is my CrossFit today."
Oh, this is my wad.
Like,
I'm also what's funny is as you get past them and you're looking back at the stage, you see the people behind doing this like,
yeah.
like damn, dude, like, that was a lot.
When they put you back on stage,
you feel finger dents going into your mush. Yuck.
They put you back on stage. They clap more that it's over.
They can't clap.
Yeah, they're like, dude, I think I got carpal tunnel. That was crazy.
Calta's fans are great though. We'll be in the dining room as I walk through the whole fucking dining. Bobo. They had this thing. Anytime I walk through anywhere, they would just scream my name. And then we all sang. I'm a big Kelly Clarkson fan.
What?
I love Kelly Clarkson.
Deep cuts,
dude.
From the beginning, or are you recent bandwagon?
I love her from the day I saw her.
When she beat Justin Guarini,
dude, I love her.
Because she was also hot and got heavy.
And got hot and then got heavy, and then got hot and got heavy again.
Oh my God, you guys go up and down together.
Yeah, we do. I love her.
She is now. She's a big gal now. She's just lean. She's over it.
During the pandemic,
she's like, I'm talk show now. Fuck.
During
this.
the pandemic, I watched a couple episodes of her talk show, and she was like, "Guys, this is hard. I had to move to my cabin in Montana."
I know.
And everyone's like, "She is so sweet."
She just got divorced, man.
She did?
I can breathe for the first time. I'm so moving on. Yeah.
Damn.
Because of you.
Are you guys turning me into a Kelly Clarkson fan?
What I want since you've been gone. Put the video audio
so
on.
Look at her, dude.
Yeah, she was smoking
She's
here.
smoking. Look at her.
Guarini.
Who by the way,
I forgot that was her.
Do you guys know he's the Dr. Pepper guy?
What?
What's the Dr.
He's the
Pepper
little
guy?
Dr. Pepper lead singer.
Is that him?
Yeah.
I
Comes
love
out
him.
like, Dr. Pepper.
Yeah. How does he? What does he say? He says a bunch of little.
Oh, there's like a whole Dr. Pepper ad.
I thought they were an actual couple, right? But it turns out he was just gay and she was going to become fat.
Yeah.
It was like
She
just
knew
fate
it.
brought them
Look at
together.
that. Dude, let's watch that trailer. Bring up to Justin to Kelly trailer. I want to see
that
this.
never happened again.
No. They were
you never got like from Ruben to Troy.
Clay? From
Clay.
Ruben to Clay?
From Ruben to Clay.
He's like, oh, we're going to sing all. He died, right?
Who?
Ruben Stutter?
Did he?
That's just mean.
I don't know. That was a mean guess.
He lost some weight and turned into Fantasia.
It's just a mean. Ruben died because his fatso was named after a sandwich.
Yeah, I mean, come on.
Remember Patrice actively hitting on outside the cellar one night? Frenchie Davis, who was an American Idol, but then they found out she had like some porn stuff. Oh. She was like a bald blonde haired girl, Frenchie Davis, and Patrice was just busting her balls outside the cellar. It was so funny. She was trying to like big dog him, and he was just going at her. It was really funny.
This is from Justin Kelly. Is this the trailer? Mm-hmm. When was this movie?
What's that other? She has so many good songs, though.
I know. Now she has that bean nose, too. That weird fucking...
I love that little...
That bulb nose.
I want to bite it.
I'll tell you what's been funny, and I started watching the newest episode last night, which now, I mean, there's only one more episode of...
2003.
There's only one more episode of Secrets of Playboy, but I mean...
10 hours.
I can't believe it's not making bigger news. Again, some of these things, there's so much news and tearing down that like some of it doesn't really catch legs, I guess, because this thing is like the last
bigger than
episode,
he fucked a dog. There's stuff bigger than he.
Not bigger, but not bigger, but
what?
that you can cast that off as bullshit. Possibly.
What are you talking about? Who fucked a dog?
Hugh Hefner.
Listen, wait, stop.
Go ahead.
You're gonna stop. Listen. Mm-hmm. I'm from a different generation than you guys, okay? Like,
I was ready for you to go like, dude, he's a hero. You got to be cool, dude.
I don't want to fucking...
Yeah, dude, he was just sucking off little
No,
chihuahuas.
stop. He's not sucking off.
He's going, oh, look at this little one. She is beautiful.
Was he fucking a dog?
Red Rockets.
Like a big dog?
Yeah. My assumption would be yes.
It would be a bigger dog, not a little. He's not sucking off little tiny dogs.
No,
I don't think he's sucking them off. I think he's fucking
a dog.
Yeah.
Oh God.
Although I just got a dog, and my dog's pussy does not look fuckable.
I know.
It's a puppy though.
You got to go anal.
It's a puppy.
And wait till they're adults.
It's almost like a pussy tube.
Where is the pussy on? I know where the asshole's right under the tail.
I don't know because usually
our dog's pussy's a little tube. It looks like a dick with no head on it.
When I have her piss on my chest, I'm holding her up so I can't see where it's coming from. I just feel it.
I've never seen my dog's pussy.
Really?
Like, is it? It's the asshole, and then the pussy.
Yeah.
Just like a woman.
Yeah. Mine's got some fucking labes on it, dude.
Does she? Got a beefy puss?
Oh, hell yeah. Like Vanessa Del Rio.
Myrtle's got fupa.
Jump off a cliff and fly with the pussy.
Myrtle's just got fat upper pussy area. She's just got the fat.
Oh, really? Not mine. Mine looks like fucking stingray wings.
I got a Bernedoodle. Her pussy's really hairy and kind of fun looking. Let me see it.
No pussy, though.
Oh.
We can take a picture of I'll take a picture of her pussy.
Put it on her OnlyFans.
I'm going to put it on revenge porn sites.
She peed in the house, so I'm getting revenge.
She's got I was bought in a mall paws.
Yeah.
She's rescue dog.
Yeah, you can tell the paw, that's a swollen paw. Those will go down soon. She'll be...
Are those swollen?
Yeah.
Oh, that's why she probably loves when I rub them to sleep at night.
She's walking in a cage for fucking 3 hours a day.
No, she was with a foster mom.
She was with a foster mom? Mm-hmm. Lesbian?
Maybe.
Yeah, probably.
I don't think so.
Probably you're sleeping on rocks.
But she was a good foster mom because she's such a good dog already.
She's a beautiful little dog.
What a cute little pup.
Yeah, she's going to be big, too.
Mm-hmm.
You can tell by the
everyone
feet.
keeps saying. We thought she was going to be 30 pounds.
They lied.
I meant her pussy's going to be huge.
Oh, yeah. For sure. Yeah. It's already a tube.
You can be able
looks like the Dune worm.
How do you know it's a tube?
I don't know. My dog's pussy's a little tube.
Do you just pick her up and like look like you're checking down the sights of a gun?
No, she displays it.
Oh, wow.
She lays out on the couch for shit.
She presents to me.
Damn, dude.
I'd have to find this habit. You can see yours. I'd have to find mine.
Yeah.
I'd have to like move hair and comb it.
Yeah, that's fair.
I would be more progressive and I would ask where her pussy is.
Really?
Dan, do you ever flip Myrtle over and just part it?
No, she sits there like this, and you just see the fat area, and you're like, "How are you already a fucking bingo playing old lady?"
When I go home, I'm gonna do this. I'm gonna do this to Dawkins. I'm gonna do this, and then wait till I hear the.
You broke Bobby and I. Bobby and I are both like,
listen to this noise. Ready?
No.
Turn me up, Lou. Yeah. Turn me up.
Don't ASMR this. Put on the Justin Kelly trailer, please.
Disgusting.
Is it a song movie? I don't think it's a trailer. I think this is just a clip.
She's so good.
No, I think it's true.
Look at her.
No, because it doesn't have any of the...
It's a scene. It is a scene. You're right. There's got to be a trailer. There's a trailer for sure.
Yeah, dude. She is still to this day smoking, singing-wise. I don't care.
Singing-wise.
I don't care. I love Kelly. Look.
You trust her recipes more now, yes.
Dude, I like a lot of stuff. I love Aerosmith. I love Van Halen, both. Okay?
Both?
Both.
That's not.
You were mad at me.
You said a lot of things and just said 2 things.
I love
They're the same
Metallica.
kind of thing.
I love country music.
What's your
and
favorite
I love,
country
Damn,
star?
I can't believe you didn't call out your boy. Godsmack, dude.
I love God. I was getting to him.
No, you weren't.
No,
You don't
you
go
weren't.
from Metallica all
To
the way over
country back to
swing
Godsmack?
back
Oh,
to
I thought you were
Godsmack.
my boy, and I didn't think you were going to call me out. How's that, boy? Jesus Christ.
Guys, let's
Ask
watch
me who my favorite bands are. Korn. Who else did I tour with? Slipknot.
Rob Zombie, even though he's mean to me.
Rob Zombie's never nice to me.
Rob
I
Zombie's
enjoy
not
him.
nice to you?
No, he's not. He's not mean to me. He's just completely uninterested in the long-term friendship I thought we were going to have. I'm getting ready to do it again with Kid Rock in Nashville.
He's going to make a move on Kid Rock when he's in Nashville.
I'm making the moves on Kid Rock.
I do love Sully.
We're going to be longtime friends.
Sully's the
and by the
best.
way, you did the shows before me in Boston once.
Yes.
And this is how destined we are not to meet. Like, you were like, you just fucking missed him.
Yeah.
You're like, you just like, and it was like, I knew he was coming. And then Bobby's like, God damn it, dude. He literally just walked out.
Just walked out,
He
yeah.
just walked out.
He's come and seen me with his family in like a shithole in Lawrence, like
Really?
at a restaurant. I come in, there's 10 people deep of just Sully, his friends, and his family. One of the fucking greatest supporters of my comedy
Damn.
of all.
He doesn't let a lot of people in. Mostly he's telling people to get away.
Yeah.
He's great. Yeah, I love him. He's
Most
great.
of his music. So somebody goes like, get away from me. I said this 1,000 times too. One of my favorite David Tell memories was early going on the road with him and driving back like 9 hours from Virginia Beach, and just delirious.
Mm-hmm.
And he just would let me play music and whatever he was like. Say he liked it, and that Godsmack. I'm doing the best I ever did.
I'm doing the best I
and
ever
he goes,
did.
and it
I'm
was just
doing
like
the best I
it was just a
ever
great
did.
tell. He was just smoking out the window, and like when that part came on of the song, he just cranks it up real loud, and he goes, "I'm doing the best out of it." Just the fucking thing he does. It's like I'll just never forget that. It's the dumbest thing.
I'll never forget the time when I had the flu and you drove home with the windows open so you could smoke. Ugh. I've never hated somebody.
Were you not smoking at the time?
Dude, I didn't smoke. I was dying of the flu. I had 106 fever. I'm in the back curled up, shivering and sweating. And he goes, yo, man, I'm just going to smoke a butt real quick. 87 times on the way home from fucking Mohegan Sun where we were playing.
Yes.
It might have been Mohegan. I think it was the one that Mohegan was the theater room.
We did.
Fucking terrible.
Lewis and I opened for Jay in North Carolina, and we drove back, and Lewis sat in the back, and we're like.
It was the way there actually, because we drove like through the night.
And he was like, "Can you roll the fucking windows up?" Like,
Me and Dan just ripping butts.
because we were both smoking, so we just had the windows down, and Lewis was like, just in the back.
He's carrying like ET in a basket.
He's like, this fucking sucks. You guys fucking. Because Jay
I'm
was
like, what
like,
are you going
Dan
through?
can't smoke in the back. He can only smoke if he sits in the front. And we were just fucking sitting
I don't
there.
even know what the logic of that is.
Dude, we walked into
I think
the-
I just didn't want to sit next to Lewis that long.
We walked into the hotel, and this woman, unprompted, walked. Well, first off, Jay was doing his. We were so delirious. You were doing your Mike DiStefano impression because he was
What's that?
he's going, "Boo you."
Boo me? No, boo you.
So we were delirious. He just had me dying laughing from that. And we walk in, and Lewis is behind us, and this woman goes, right as we walk in, she looks at Lewis, she goes, "You look like a drowned rat." And Lewis goes, "What the fuck? That's how you greet people? That's how you greet people here?"
It was the shittiest hotel, and the hotel was where the show was.
They gave us all a room.
It was like one of those like one floor Holiday Inn thing, Holiday Inn Express type things, and it was in like the conference room of that was the comedy show. We drove 9 hours.
And they each gave us our own room. We drove through the night, and so I'm like, this is awesome. So I fall asleep, and of course they fucked up, and we were only supposed to have 2 rooms. So Lewis got booted out of his. So right as I hit my REM cycle, I just hear like, "Hey, let me in! Let me in!" It's just Lewis, and he goes, "Hey, they fucked up the room, so I'm staying in here." And he just Lewises the room immediately, just like blows up his suitcase, and then just lays down. And he's like, "Yeah, whatever, I'm gonna watch TV." I was like, "Dude, oh fuck!" I was sleeping so peacefully.
The last time I shared a room, for sure, and it was beyond like bringing people on the road and sharing a room with them. It was Shane got locked out like, when I was doing Tampa Improv.
Yeah.
He left the key or lost the key to the condo. He was supposed to stay in the condo, and I was in the hotel. So he's like, "Oh, dude, can I stay at your hotel?" I'm like, "Absolutely, sure." And this is what like when you find out something about people the first time you stay, especially as like an adult, as much as adults as we are now. And I tell you, Shane just got down. It's like borderline naked.
Yeah.
To sleep on the floor with like sheets and stuff. He made like a makeshift bed and got down. I don't know why I found that so weird.
Dude, when we were going on the road.
Huh?
It is weird.
When we were going on the road,
he thought you don't get fully. You wear a shirt, get down to your panties, but leave your socks on.
I'd go further. I go socks. I'd either be wearing shorts or sweatpants, basketball shorts. Well, here's the issue. You're right, because he was locked out of the place, so he couldn't get stuff. But I wouldn't have slept in jeans, but it would have been right. Underwear and a shirt.
Underwear, a shirt, and socks.
And socks, probably.
Socks is weird. I go barefoot.
Socks. You got to wear socks.
Why?
Cover those feet.
Socks at night is crazy.
When you take your socks off to have sex.
What?
This
what
is
kind
like
of weird Puritan law is
Can I
that?
tell you something? I've been taking my socks off to sleep lately and enjoying it.
Yeah.
Socks stay on for sex.
Socks
sex. And tank top.
Socks and tank top.
Why? I understand the tank top. I'm not.
Thanks, bro.
You got it, man.
Bobby, do you tank top fuck? Do you shirt fuck?
I know. I take everything off and fuck. I want her to deal with it. I want her to fucking. Yeah, you made this choice. This is your choice. This is
now you're locked in.
Yeah, you thought it was going to be a fun ride, didn't you?
Yeah.
Well, now you're with a bald guy with 2 dead toenails and a belly button hernia. Enjoy your life, Don. No, I get naked. I get fully naked when I'm fucking banging. I used to keep socks on. I don't anymore because my feet swell up because I'm chubby. I can feel the sodium. I hate taking my socks off the next day and it says Puma on my ankle.
Are you saying you get gout mid-sex?
Yeah, dude. I don't like it on because I'm a little heavy right now.
Did you get any gout yet?
I have no gout, but I have plantar fasciitis. Plantar fasciitis is the worst.
In the morning,
it's the fucking worst.
It feels like someone's like stabbing you in the bottom of the foot.
Yeah. Belly button hernia was bad too because it gets bigger.
Did it make a cartoon noise? Did it go?
Well, you can push it in. You can push it. It's not your intestines. The belly button one's not the intestines. It's just the skin. It's fucking gross. There's a layer of skin that slices open and your insides pop through it and it pops out, and as you do certain things it gets bigger or smaller, but you can at the beginning, really not at the end, you can push it back in. So I would, like, before a show I'd push it back in.
It's got the consistency of the floppy wind guy outside of the used car dealership. My little brother had one when he was a baby, and it was when I was just sitting there holding him as a baby, it would be fun to just go push his belly button back in, and then it would just go.
Do you think
I got it fixed though?
You did?
I got it fixed because I was doing a YouTube thing, the 30-day less diddy challenge, and I was reading the comments, and one dude went, "What's that on his stomach?"
Oh no!
And then you could see it like bulging out. It looked like I was smuggling like fucking heroin.
It looks like a mouse is trying to crawl into your belly button.
Every time I went through an airport, I was like, he's got something under his shirt.
Check this. What's this?
I got it fixed.
And I have an Ethiopian boy's belly.
Do you think it was?
Exactly what it was. It's that fucking Tampa drunk guy. I hunt alligators. That's what my belly button's
Why is your stomach like that of a toddler walking around the lawn?
My mama cut my umbilical cord with hedge clippers.
Yeah. Do you think there's going to be like are you going to hit a phase where you get into yoga and you get like, you slim down, eating like weird noodles and doing yoga?
I'm almost done because now dude, I'm having things wrong with me now that can't be explained. I went to my doctor. He goes, I don't know what it is.
Really?
Yeah, he Googled it.
I've had that a few times.
He started Googling my symptoms. I'm like, I'm too fat. This guy, I stumped a fucking doctor.
I've had that now. I've had a couple of things now, like joint stuff and things. The doctor's like,
where you have a trained professional go, fuck me, don't know what that is.
Yeah, dude. He went on Google and Googled foot vein toe hurt, and I was like, I'm out. I gotta lose weight, dude. I'm done. I gotta stop because I'm too fat.
I went to the doctor and just threw in there. I was like, yeah. When I sit on my couch, I always got to like lay to my left, because if I lay to my right, I have what I can only describe as a debilitating pain that feels like someone's squeezing an organ right here.
Yeah.
And he goes, really? He goes, maybe it's back pain. I go, dude, it really feels like it's inside. Something's like, he's like, well, there's no organ there. So
you're lying.
So he didn't say he was lying. He goes, there's no organ there. So it's maybe you're back. And I was like, well, it feels like it's right here, and I have to lay on my side like this on couches.
I have to actually sit on my right side when I drive and drive with my right hand now, because if I drive with my left hand, there's too much. I think I've sat
some kind of a thing.
There's something over here that hurts, and my pinky goes numb.
What? When you drive, you only your pinky?
Yeah, dude.
Have you done this
I'm
stuff?
out.
I drive in cars and do it's when I use for my back exercises. I try to turn using the other seats and shit.
Yeah.
I have to do a lot.
Yeah.
Our car though now massages you, which is pretty dope.
What?
Yeah.
That's nice.
Who's having that conversation with you?
you?
It's like one of those Brookstone chairs
Yeah.
while you drive. That's
nice.
dangerous.
What car you got?
Jeep Grand Cherokee L.
I feel like that's dangerous if the two balls in the middle hit your back and you're like, oh.
It's got different kinds too. It's got different kinds of massage. It's pretty great. Christine, I'll tell you, when you put the heat on, the heated seat,
the heat
and you let it
warmers and the
massage.
massage.
You, on a long drive, dude,
You have the AC seats?
yeah.
AC seats.
Dude. AC seats.
I haven't tried them ever.
Go
They're
on.
so good. It feels
Explain.
Like it feels like you peed.
Is that kind of cool?
Yeah.
You get cold balls.
Yeah, like it feels. I'm like, I think I just peed.
Like
doing it.
in the summer when it's just hot as shit.
It's
just
so-
blast.
You put them on. AC seats are fucking great. Heated seats are great. Heated steering wheel is fucking great.
That's
Yeah.
unbelievable.
Heating steering wheel rules.
Do they do
Yeah.
AC steering wheel?
I don't know. I don't know. They probably do.
I think so. I also top view of Parallel Park is fucking unreal.
Well, how do they do that? I rented a car and they do that. It was fucking insane.
Your car's an animation in the screen, but
But how
have,
do they
they
get
have
the
cameras
screen?
all
no,
around.
just the top of the car. is
Yeah.
animation. So the top is fake.
The rest is the picture of
The
what
rest
you're
of the
everything
picture.
else is real. Yeah.
It's
Yeah.
fucking insane. How do they get that picture?
And then there's one car that actually has a drone that comes out the top and flies over you. That's the Lincoln.
I would buy
Continental.
that.
Yeah.
I'll
I
tell you
would
what
buy
I
that.
haven't tried and I won't try. I don't even know if I have it because I won't check it out. Is I've tried lane assist. I don't know what it does.
Lane assist keeps you in the lane.
It doesn't really though.
It does, and it's scary. You can actually put it on variations of strong, soft, medium,
Okay.
and it will fuck you up because it will literally jerk you back. I've let go of my wheel, and it will jerk you this
Yeah?
way and this way. Yeah.
That's dangerous
Yeah.
as shit.
Curiously, I'll tell you. Speaking of that, I got picked up to go to the airport in Houston to go home, and I was exhausted. There was just a skip. It was the spring forward also, so you lose.
Oh,
the
yeah,
hour. I didn't get to
fuck.
sleep, and my flight was already early, so I didn't sleep at all. And I was like, "It's all right. I'll go to the airport. I'll close my eyes in the car, and then get to the airport. And I'll sleep on the plane." I go outside to the car. The guy's there. He is sleeping in the car.
Like
And
on
I-
his side with his legs up.
Sort
Hands-
of, yeah.
hands under his head?
Yeah. Visions of sugar plums. No, he was just out. He had the seat back and he was out.
Yeah.
And when I woke him, it was like he had that oh shit, okay. And then I don't know if he was falling asleep or if it was just the way he drove, but it's an half hour drive to the airport, and I couldn't sleep because he was this kind of. My stepfather does this too. He's sit there and wait for the car to just completely veer left as possible, and then a jerk back to the middle. And I don't know if I couldn't see if he was
No, he
falling
was
asleep.
sleeping. He was sleeping.
Or if
Yeah.
he was just like.
I've had that. I've had Carmel. I had a guy.
I never put a seatbelt on the back seat, and the guy watched me do that because I was like, "You somebody felt like, I have to put a seatbelt."
I had to
on.
actually talk to the guy. I felt bad because the guy had probably been driving 24 hours or something, but he was. I saw his eyes just close. They kept closing. Old guy too, and he was veering into other lanes, and I had to yell at him. I had to go, dude, you need to wake up. To the point where I was like, do you want me to drive? Like, do you want me to take over?
Yeah.
Because
Yeah.
I had to get to the airport. I'm not going.
Yeah.
But yeah, it was terrifying.
Vita and I took a cab back from the cellar one night, and it was one of the van cabs. So you're sitting in the back, and every red light, the guy would fall asleep. And so, like, everyone would go, and you'd be like, "Hey," and he'd be like, and he's drive, and then it would and then it happened too many times. I'm like, "Yeah, we're out. Just pull over. You're falling asleep, dude." And he's like, "No, what? What?" And he didn't even want to argue it. He was like, "Ah."
There's a thing of survival in there, though. It's like I have to get to my flight, and I have to get to this gig because I got to make this money.
Yeah.
I got to do these shows. Anybody else would have been like, pull over.
Yeah, that's
I
crazy.
want a new driver.
Yeah.
But I'm like, fuck.
I gotta
will.
go.
We're
Yeah.
gonna get there together. Like
Yeah.
I'm gonna
You can
help
crash
you.
after I get on my Delta
You
flight.
can murder whoever is after me, but I am on you.
It's you stepping out of the car, and then him just going down the ramp and fucking driving into something asleep.
I use this company, Good Luck Car Service. Shout out Good Luck Car Service. They send over, a yellow, scraggly toothed, weird-looking Asian fella every time I go to the airport, but they are 15 minutes early, 100% of the time. They'll wait. If I throw them a $20 tip total, they will let me smoke in the car almost 100% of the time.
No shit.
They don't, and they take you right, and it's the cheapest. It's like 40 to LaGuardia, 45 to JFK for my place.
Carmel's good too. Carmel shows up at least 20 minutes early.
No smoking, ever.
You can't smoke.
Sometimes I'm in sometimes I'm in a Dodge Caravan that like they have like duct tape over the handle so you don't grab it.
Yeah, no, they have the plastic now, which I love. I love that.
Can I ask you, whenever they show up early, do you ever feel the need to go then? I always feel like I need to leave immediately when they show up.
No.
I'm very bad at making them wait.
I like that they come early because I'm a psycho. I go to the airport hours early.
Really?
Dude.
Are you TSA pre-check?
I'm clear. Oh. I'm Global One. Whoa. And I'm pre-check. I have Platinum Amex. I'm Platinum Delta.
Okay.
I go through
Platinum Delta? That's
Platinum. I get too stressed out.
I'm Diamond.
Diamond,
Delta.
dude. How are you not Diamond?
You are probably.
I'm sorry. I'm Diamond. I'm Diamond.
You're Diamond Delta.
You for sure are.
For the story.
He's going to cut the mics and go, what the fuck, dude? What are you guys doing? You guys only using Delta?
You get Diamond? But
It's fucking kicked.
No, but I like you guys. There's no reason you needed to say Diamond, by the way.
Well, we just needed to beef you up because you were
giving the rundown of everything you have to make this easier.
I know, but you could have went with the Platinum. Like, that was cool. And then later went, dude, we're Diamond.
Platinum's solid.
It's good.
All right, listen.
It's good if you want a nice life.
Stronger than gold.
Yeah, absolutely. Once you've tasted Diamond, it's hard to go back.
I don't have to travel as much as you two. I stay home with my child.
Yeah.
I am a dad.
Point taken.
That's fair.
That is fair.
But I like to just be there. I'd rather be in the lounge, chilling, relaxing, napping, eating, snacking, drinking coffee, than be waiting in a line, being in traffic, or not making the flight.
Oh, see me. I leave.
That, you know where that's from, though? That's from back in the day when you went to JFK or LaGuardia and you had to take a cab. And and just the nightmare of being in a line.
And also, there was no TSA pre-check there.
No.
It was just security. So, like, you couldn't even buy your, like, better way in. It was just, like, first class. That was it. First class had a different thing.
First class had a different thing.
But you could also, you didn't have to take off your shoes and shit.
No, but
I
I'm
don't
saying,
take my shoes off.
Yeah, no.
I know what I'm saying before. You know,
Yeah.
But,
sorry.
I'm just
I'm a little defensive after the Diamond
but I try,
and the hug thing.
The hug thing is not my fault.
I leave 2 hours before my flight.
Yeah.
Right on.
2 hours.
2 hours before. So I get there. It takes about a half hour, 35 to get there, generally speaking. Because you have to go all the way across town now because we're on the west side. And then when I get to the airport, I check my bag right away, go back outside, and then I just gauge it's like a 2 or 3 cigarette hang. Yeah. Listen to Howard Stern, and then I go through clear, and I try to get to my gate where I don't have to sit for more than like 10 minutes there.
Yeah, but I remember when I used to smoke, I used to do that.
When
I used to smoke cigarettes, I would gauge the.
I also hate sitting in the air. I do hate.
I love the lounge.
When I drank,
it's so nice.
It's nice. I went in there with you once. Yeah. When I drank, loved airports.
Even though you couldn't smoke?
I'd go out and smoke, depending on how drunk I'd get.
Have you ever gone in and then out to smoke?
Yeah.
1,000 times.
Oh, yeah.
You know, Tampa has a smoking area.
Yeah, Tucson.
Outside.
Tucson used to have a smoking room.
Yeah.
Oh, dude, Atlanta.
Oh, the
is
worst.
Grotesque.
Dude, I saw a lady.
I sit in them, dude, but you're like, I'm walking in here to get something.
I had a lady with her baby carriage outside the room, her smoking inside the room, her pushing her carriage like that.
How about when there's some of them, it was like there were bars. Maybe Denver Airport had
Denver had a bar
where
upstairs.
It's like if you buy a drink, like a soda, you can fucking.
Aruba has one little tiny bar area with a smoking section.
Really?
That you can just still go in and smoke. Yeah.
Denver, I got half in the bag watching the Steelers-Ravens and almost missed my flight because I was smoking cigarettes, having fun, drinking beers, and I was like, oh, shit, I got to go.
Cigarettes are fun. I used to have so much fun smoking butts.
Oh,
Getting a pack of packing them. I used to love packing them.
Oh, man, Lou busted out the pack. It was doing, and I was like, oh, man, I missed that.
I love lights real quick.
Yeah.
Right?
Getting a little plastic off it, the cellophane
taking
off
that
it.
tinfoil, rolling
But
it
also,
up.
Lou hasn't felt his toes in about a year. So.
Well, we only have Bobby for an hour, and I wanted to talk. We have reads too, but I wanted to talk about the app.
Yes,
because we talk about it on
the award-winning app.
Yes,
yeah. What were the awards at?
I won Comedy Central, I believe, or the Comedy something had awards. And one of them was for comedy apps, comedy websites. And my app won comedy app of the year, and it was epic.
It's downloading.
I don't know if it's still available, dude.
Unable to install Robert Kelly Live.
Yeah.
The app is no longer available in the App Store.
Yep, it's gone. Because
I'm keeping it, though, even though I can't download it. I will never get rid of it, Robert.
Yeah, here it is right here. I wonder if it would... Nope. Yep, keep... It was so crazy, my app.
Good.
It was amazing.
It was crazy good, you're saying.
Yeah, it had... when you went for my dates, it had my face on the map. Even if I was out of the country, and you click on my face, and it would go, dude, or something like that. It had different sayings, and then it would bring up my dates, and you could buy tickets.
Dude, what the fuck?
It was incredible. I had the
you were way. I said you were the first person I knew who had an iPhone.
First person to podcast.
But was that your? Did you go? Does that go back to like you with video games, DVD players? Were you the first guy to grab all MP3 player?
I was the first guy with a website that was nuts. Like my website guy.
Was that your first one? The one I'm talking about, the one I told you, where you walk out.
That
and
was
throw
my
the balls?
second one.
Because that was like
my second.
You showed us that. You showed us the future. We saw that. We were like, "Whoa! What the fuck? It's a walking Bobby on a computer screen."
Hey guys, what you're wondering how I got in here? Everyone's like,
"It was nuts." How I found that, I had my Asian web guy, Kurt Iverson.
Yeah, out in Kansas City.
He was just pretty much a genius that loved comedy, and he went to Dane first, but Dane kind of rejected him or threw him under the something.
Oh, I thought he did Dane's too.
He did it, but something happened, and then he went to me.
Yeah.
And he was kind of spiteful, like, all right, I'll show you what I got. And he made me the first website that was amazing. Then I went back to him and I said, I want this. I went to a German website. It was some company, like $1 billion company, that had this liquid ball on the page. So when your mouse went over and it went, and then something
It was like
appeared.
a sorcerer mirror or something.
It was crazy. And I said, I want a liquid ball in the middle with me in it. And then when you go over it, I want me, not a cartoon, I want to walk across the top of your screen.
I think you can hear the foot clips. Like,
yeah.
Oh, hey. I bet you're looking to my next show, dude.
If you're just talking, your Steve Jobs walk out and talk.
By the way,
yeah,
awesome the sound of the feet. The sound of the feet. Are you going to sing "Dirty Diana" by Michael Jackson?
I had a desktop pet.
What's that? Like the paperclip?
Anybody who has my album, Just the Tip, who
it's
bought
just the
it,
top of your
I
head.
remember Desktop Pet. Yeah, take care.
Just the Tip. It was from Comedy Central. They did my first legit album.
When they were a comedy company.
When they had Geraldo and Mitch and Dane and all that.
Comedy.
And,
comedy.
It was a DVD.
Comedy.
What Voss still sells at shows. Supposed to be the opposite of technology.
Yeah.
He still brings DVDs.
I love it.
I got this on cassette.
Yeah.
And
maybe you have a friend that could plug it in, a VCR.
I sell hats.
Yeah.
So he on that album, there's two. There's the actual the album, and then there's this DVD. If you put it into a computer, it has all extra shit. Yeah. It has the DVD of the making of a CD.
What?
It was the DVD of the making of a CD.
Of the album.
I recorded everything up until I went to record the album, and then you have to put the album in because I didn't have enough money to record this. I thought it was funny, but it was actually stupid.
I want to find this. If someone has this, please send it in. And
there's a desktop pet on it. So remember that? I don't know if you remember. I had a joke called "Piss the Pants Monster." It was. I was like, "What are you, the Piss the Pants Monster?"
Yeah.
I had a guy make a little monster that peed his pants, so he would come out on your screen every once in a while. It was a pet, so it would just kind of walk out, and you'd hear, and then it would just piss on your screen, on your desktop.
Please, someone find this, and can we please do a watch along?
It's fucking pretty wild. I mean,
I would love to go through all of the Just the Tip extras with you.
I was ahead of the game too much.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? I did shit way before shit, and then people were like, they actually made fun of me for having it. Like, I remember Twitter. I was like, dude, Twitter's awesome. And I remember like Opie and Jim were like, dude, what the fuck are you going to do with 40? Who's going to write something in 40 characters?
I remember
they did
Gary
impressions
Goldman
of you to you.
Yeah.
What?
And then Norton was like, dude, what are you talking about?
Yeah. They, I remember.
How come you never, you never invested in anything?
Because I'm stupid.
You never think to do it.
Dude, I had
at all?
Apple back in the day when nobody had Apple. I did Apple.
You would push Apple products. Every piece of electronic, Bobby would just be pushing.
I remember the sentence when Bobby I go, oh, that's the iPhone. I go, I think I had a sidekick at the time still, and I was like, yeah, I don't get like the no buttons like thing like that. And he goes, you don't think so? And you flipped your thing and did your code. And it was like the New York Times or something. He goes, "Fuck paper newspapers forever now." And he just shows me like,
and you were right.
And he goes, "It's the whole newspaper."
Yeah. You were right.
Yeah, but I'm saying like you're saying
journalism is in such a bad place right now because all print media is gone.
Yeah.
When the iPad came out, I remember Jim going, "Dude, it's just a fucking bigger iPhone."
Which is
why would I want that?
Yeah.
I don't know, because it's fucking awesome to have a bigger iPhone. It's the shit. I remember Twitter. I went to Twitter. I went to the offices. They took me there.
Oh, my God. I remember when you got verified was when we were doing the podcast.
I walked up to the lady who verifies.
Yeah.
I went up to her, I go, verify me.
And she said,
I remember you
and
were
they
talking
verified
about
me.
He talked about it on You Know What, dude.
Yeah.
Like 2011. He came back. He's like, dude, I'm fucking verified on Twitter. Yeah. And I remember Gary Goldman had a joke about Twitter where he's like, Twitter, oh, you're tweeting? No thanks. I'll read your tweets when I've read every episode of TV Guide, front to back. And it was like a thing where you're like,
what's TV Guide?
And then TV Guide's gone now. It's like, oh shit, Twitter. Bobby, you have been. I mean, I remember your and Colin's podcast when you started that. That was like basically one of the first podcasts.
Well, we were talking on the show too about
Robert
how
Kelly
much
with Colin Quinn sometimes.
We think we said it on our Thursday show, the pre-record, but it was the movement of technology. Like, I get scared. I used to get scared for sure to buy stuff because things were going defunct in a year. And I remember the flip phone? Not the flip phone, the flip camera.
Yeah.
Flip.
The one that just you plug right in your computer. With
it was great. Well, it lasted.
Right, but it was so gone so
fast.
Quick. It was just done. And then because by a year later, your phone can do a comparable thing and you can email it to your computer and all that shit.
Well, also, at a USB, you push the button and it flipped out.
Yeah.
That's why they call it the flip.
There's not a time where I hit that. I only do it once in a while, but I'll be on my computer and I go, I want to watch this like football game I'm watching. I do want to put it on the TV actually. And then I'm like, I think I'm so bad at technology. I'm like, screen mirror. And then just like punch in this code. And you do. And then it just shows up on the TV. And I swear to you, like an old man, I still go, the future is now.
You do a lot of would you look
How is
at
cancer
that?
still here?
Yeah.
I mean, that's crazy.
How are we not flying? How are we not flying way more?
It's crazy. It's crazy what's happening. But they capped it. They've definitely capped it.
Yeah.
There's shit that we could have had.
Yeah.
You know, like drones should be way better. You should
Yeah.
just have a drone. They have one that's coming out that you literally, you don't have a control. You use your hand.
What? You put on a glove? Like a power
glove?
glove?
You just go like this. And then you go like this. And then you go like this.
And it comes
And then you
to
go
you.
like this and it lands in your hand.
What?
Yeah, because they have to make, with technology, they have to make it idiot proof.
Yeah.
Like a computer used to have like the reason why
Coding and shit.
Apple was the shit because they dumbed it down to fucking a little arrow and you click.
That's what got me on the iPhone was someone was
Right.
like, it's idiot proof.
It's idiot
smart proof.
That's why
for
Apple's the
smartphones.
shit. They
Yeah.
idiot proof technology
Yeah.
so the regular asshole could use it. And that's what they have to do with all technology.
Do you think that was the problem with technology? You think that's why social media sucks now? Because everyone that wasn't supposed to, all the idiots are on the internet?
Fuck yeah, dude.
If it would have kept it to smart people?
Dude, there's no way that I should be talking about politics with a guy I went to fucking junior high with. There's no way that most of us should be talking about any of this shit with each other.
The idiot proof thing, I still say that's why the reason I've never even batted around the idea of buying a drone. They seem neat. Seems super
Please
cool.
tell me you're going to tell the barbecue story.
Of course, that's exactly what I'm going to do.
It's one of the hardest laughs I've ever had in my life.
Ralph Sutton comes over.
I was thinking about that story.
I got this drone now. I brought $500, something like that.
By the way, Bobby,
it
was when drones first started reaching the public, where like 1 out of every 100 people had a drone.
You had to know how to fly this.
Yes, it was a complicated thing.
It was a complicated.
So Ralph,
you had to know to fly.
Yeah.
Ralph put it up. We were at. Remember Wayne? We were in Wayne's little back barbecue area.
I remember that. Yeah.
And so it's enclosed with the buildings, and Ralph was flying around and showing us how it works, and Lewis just goes, "Oh, let me try it." And he goes up. I mean, he goes straight up in the air with it.
Yeah.
And he goes, "How do you go forward?" And he pushes it forward, and it just goes, ying, and he just saw it hit a wall and just go careening down on the roof of a fucking
2 buildings
grocery
down.
store.
It's like 2 buildings down. Lewis goes, "Oh, how do you go forward?" And then it hit, and then it went left, and then Lewis was like, "I don't know."
Yeah, you just saw it going like wing.
I'm trying to get it up, and then Ralph was like, "Lewis, Lewis."
Why would you ever?
No recovery of this thing whatsoever.
It died.
It was done.
Someone found a drone in their fucking by their
Did
trash
you ever
cans.
see Anthony's drone video?
No.
Anthony got one of those drones when it first came out. Anthony was one of those guys who got a helicopter. Like you had to pour gas and oil into it. You know what I mean? Like,
yeah, this thing was nuts. And he was sending it over his neighborhood. He was sending it over his neighborhood.
Yeah.
So he got a drone. And
I remember that.
He shot it up so high that he lost sight of it. But he has a photo. You could see a plane taking off from JFK at the same, like it's like right over there.
Yeah, it's like rising.
Really?
It got so high that it got out of radio transmission.
Jesus.
And it just fell to the earth.
Did he ever get it back?
It wound up being on a highway. He found it on the highway on an off ramp. But the photo he's got of like the plane in the background is crazy.
That's so fucking funny.
And David Z, rest in peace, from ZO2 Z-Rock, he had a thing where he got in trouble because he had a drone in the city, and he flew it from his girlfriend's house. He flew it from her high-rise like balcony, and the video is just like flying around, and like you see it just like hits a building. And just like, it's flipping down to the ground. It hit somebody. It didn't kill them or anything, but like it hurt them. Yeah. Like it fell down from like, hundreds of feet up in the air and hit this person. And I think when he just saw it hit the building and it was kind of done, I think he just was like, oh man, lost the drone or whatever. Because how many blocks away was he? Goes, fuck man, drone's gone. And then someone got hurt with it and it went on the news. When they found the drone and recovered it, it's a news footage. You might be able to find that news footage, Christine, because it's just... It's not so much they go, we're trying to find out who did this. He goes, and then the camera before he sends the drone, it's like David Z going like, what's up, everybody? About to fly this motherfucking drone. It's like, couldn't be more like, anybody knows this man? It was just so obvious.
Oh, my God, that's fucking great.
You've been listening to SiriusXM's Bonfire. New episodes every Tuesday through Friday mornings, and full shows always on SiriusXM.